Hey, Brett. Let's try this again. I'm gonna boil this down and we're gonna do a little bit of a quicker tutorial on this. There's nothing wrong with using the WordPress, the 5.0 Gutenberg editor. That problem with the font I fixed, so that's gonna display properly. And when we get together, we'll have you test it firing one off from the app on your phone. But we're going to go with a full-blown demo here on making a post from scratch using the saved templates that I built with Elementor's page builder. So just real quick, I'm going to show you what's going on in here. I renamed these, so they should be really pretty obvious now. But if we want to insert a video, a block quote, bulleted list, this is something different. This is for the shop. You can see where it says page. So the type, it's a different type. Like you're not going to use this in a blog post, just the sections. Then we've got two columns with an image on the left and text on the right. That's going to go in one row. Full width image, 3 images in a row, 2 images in a row, and a standard paragraph. So basically, oh, and then also under categories, I rearranged those. Got dine, drink, garden, nosh. People is the new one. And place, I got rid of grocery. And you can see we've got a category count for how many posts have been tagged with each of these categories. We're going to go back to posts and we're going to make a new post. So add new. Again, this, once it loads, this is the WordPress Gutenberg editor. You've got your option here for adding blocks. You've got a variety of blocks. They changed the format on this. Not a lot of people are thrilled with it. Some people love it. It's definitely a new version. But so here's like widgets. These are things that like show up in the sidebar, like our Instagram, WooCommerce stuff. We can put those in blocks. Like if you've got like a new item we want to feature, hey, we got a new item, we can make a post about that. So anyways, this is the Gutenberg editor, which we're not going to be using. We're just going to add a title, again, with a new post. And then we're going to work down this sidebar over here, visibility, public, publish. Again, we can go ahead and say, hey, you know what? I don't want this thing to come out until tomorrow. And then as long as you're doing it tomorrow, might as well go at like 9 in the morning. So that's that. Most of this other stuff, we're not too concerned about this. You can customize it by saying it was done by you or Dave or just the mag admin. This is very important. Categories. Can't leave anything uncategorized, but we're going to go with a new one, people. If you want to add multiple categories, for example, we'll put garden in here too, you can select the primary category. I didn't want people, I want to play people, yeah. Primary category is going to be people. And we'll use place in there, not that. Okay, continuing on down the sidebar, set the featured image. I am going to upload files. I've got a little folder over here with some demo files, and you can just do a drag and drop with this. So there you go. I've got these already ready to go. And again, I just grabbed some text. The one thing we got to be really careful to make sure we take care of is the alt text. This is going to be graffiti in Oaxaca, Mexico. Select. There's our featured image. The excerpt, if you want to do a custom excerpt, otherwise it's going to grab the first like 25 character or 25 words from the actual post. Default template, we're going to leave it at default template. All of this stuff is coming from the theme, which is Astra. So these are all set up so that when we go to the single post, we're going to have the sidebar built in. Just leave those as is. So basically we want to go ahead and save our draft at this point. And this is it's not tricky, but this is where when the last time around you went to just build everything with blocks in this editor, we're going to use this. We're going to edit with Elementor, which is our page builder. So go ahead and open that up. It's going to give us kind of a different view. It's a similar sort of format with all the controls over on the left-hand sidebar. We've got different things in here. I don't want to do a full tour, but there are things in here. This is handy. Once we get started, you'll see what I'm talking about with the navigator. But basically, this is the site, and we're going to be putting our content right in here. We've got our title, who wrote it, we've got the date and the time, and you can see we've got these things set to our future time that we had based on the way we set it up in the previous screen. But now what we are going to do is we're going to add this little right there, our hint is add template. So we have these pre-built templates, but they come from essentially a file. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And when we get into there, we're going to go to My Templates, and these are all the custom templates I've made for you. So I'm just going to buzz through this real quick. We're going to go with a full width image, insert, yes. Again, I left all of the content in here, and then this has already been formatted. So it has the margin and padding around it. So if you go and look at it on tablet, and you go and look at it on mobile, you can see it's responsive, and then all of these formats are going to be nice and clean, and like you can just leave that alone. The content's good to go. If you click on that, it's going to take you to the actual. Let me back up for 1 second. This is a section. This is a column, and then this is the content inside of the column, which is the image. If you go to the column, you've got different options over here. You can see I've already got the padding set up, but we want to be editing the image. So we're going to go ahead and click that, and we're going to upload a file, and I'm going to grab this one, again with the alt text. We're going to just something real quick, museum bars and shadows, insert media. Next, we're going to add a paragraph. Boom, paragraph. Yep. And again, I've got my pre-formatted text over here, and like we had mentioned, make sure that we are, as far as the font, we are, is that what we're doing? Remove style. This is important, and this is already taken care of because I did that. But I'm basically just going to copy that, and again, click into the actual element, and it says text editor, so that's our element. We're going to go ahead and grab that and paste it in there. This is something you had mentioned you're having an issue with, but with Elementor it's super easy. This guy right here is going to be italicized, and this section down here will make this italicized as well. And we can get in there and drop in the little quote kind of thing, and then end that with a quote. We might just want to like re-highlight that and double check to make sure that we've got the quotes italicized as well. We can go ahead and do that up here too, with quotes on either end. And then again, just double check to make sure it's all italicized. So that's what we're doing with there. Next element, we're going to do 3 images in a row. And go ahead and drop them in. This is one thing I wanted to show you too. We can do upload files. We're going to grab these guys and our alt text. And then we can basically, if you want to drop a caption in there, you can drop it there. 34th Street Junior Avengers. Insert media. And caption, if we want to do that, the attachment caption just comes with. So that's an option if you want to get into that. You don't have to. You can just go none on there. Go ahead and rinse and repeat. I've just grabbed sample files. These don't really mean anything. We can take them out later. But this is going to be so, and then again, and I've got those all cropped to the same aspect ratio. Like, so I got all my work done up front, which is really handy. Child in a box, and drop that in there too. So then we're going to go and grab, this is another one of the newer ones I built for you. And then basically we're just going to get in there, and then we can go ahead and change that text. We only want a little bit, so Thundercats, Command C. And then, like I said, we got it already formatted. And then just shits and giggles, one more example. But basically, this is just what we're doing, and you can just go ahead and over and over again. This is one thing I wanted to show you too, though, real quick, is we get rid of this. I'm going to go ahead and grab upload files. We're going to grab that. This is a cool image. Your truck, insert that, and then grab our content and paste that in there. One thing real quick I want to show you about this is if we go to this section and we go into advanced, you're not really going to notice it here, but if we go to mobile, and then we can close this window, we can go to responsive and reverse columns on tablet and mobile, so we can reverse that, which would send the paragraph to the top and the text below, or not. Just leave it in standard flow. It works like that. But basically, that's what we're going to be doing. So you're going to grab these reusable chunks, and with this function here, to select from all of these options that are pre-formatted and responsive and ready to go. And then we're going to publish that. And then we can, yay, go take a look. Go back. Here's another thing. Oh, I want to show you this real quick. But if we close these, like so, these are all of our sections. This is also another drag and drop kind of a thing. So wait, I don't want the image on top. Put that paragraph up there first. So this is a real handy little thing here for just moving chunks around once you've got them laid out. Go ahead and update. This is the navigator, and the control for the navigator is right here. Again, here's the control for the responsive. So if you want to check it out on tablet or mobile, then you can see, like I was saying, like I've got these things formatted, so it's just, these are all just neatly padded and margined into their sections. This guy's a little awkward. I might change that formatting on mobile, but for the most part, that's what you're going to be doing, making posts. We've already updated that, and I'm going to go back to the editor. We've updated this. It should be good to go, so don't worry about it. But just for safety's sake, it's already, you can switch it to a draft if you don't want to publish it. Again, you can go to schedule it, but preview, let's go take a look at it. And generating preview, thank you WordPress. A new post. Boom. Effing boom. And this is what I was mentioning too. There's still something going on here. But I was mentioning that like Instagram, Facebook, and the Twitter feeds show on the full posts. They don't show on the front page. Yeah, so there's that. And that's still an entire 15-minute preview. I was hoping to do that in a little shorter amount of time, but it didn't happen. 14 and a half minutes.